What's going on, young world? This is RF an Opinion, and of course, I am Sanayar, and this is another meditation download. So I was thinking, and as I'm scrolling through TikTok, and I do scroll through TikTok, yes I do, but as I'm scrolling, I'm seeing people say, I'm not trying to create fear. And for me, I see it as information. But I started to wonder, why does the person making the video have to say, this is not about fear? And then I had to ask, why do certain people think it's fear? Why do certain people think it's causing fear? Now, when you really dig deep into that question, the answer is like in that question. Why do some people say information that you're trying to share with people to inform them, to inform the world of what they actually see in their reality, what they actually see happening? But it's called fear-mongering. So the person talking about whatever they're talking about, whether it be conspiracy theories or whatever, when they say they don't have this, I'm not trying to cause fear, because the fact that people are gonna say you're causing fear. If you're a person who say you're causing fear, that means you have something to fear. That also means you see the shit too, but you pay it no mind. Because we're at a point here to where I feel like if you really can't see what's going on, you're vibrating on a very low level. Because everything has been placed right in front of our fucking eyes. Every single day, they're placing this shit right in our eyes. And I told you guys, I keep telling you, what you think becomes your reality. Even if you're vibrating on a low level, what you think becomes your reality. And I'm telling you, if you don't understand that, you definitely gotta do something to dig deep in yourself and to find out who you truly are. But you need to open your mind up just a little bit more. Because if you think people that are trying to spread information is causing fear, when most of these people are showing you with videos and evidence of things that are happening. And the first thing people want to talk about is spreading fear. That's because you know and you see it too. And you're fucking just trying to block it out. Because otherwise, how could you call it fear? How can you say, oh, you're causing fear, if you don't see it? How can you call it fear if you don't understand what's being talked about? It's because you know. And that's the message that I'm receiving, is that you know, if you're telling somebody that you're causing fear, you see it too. And you're saying, don't do that because it's going to make people panic. That's because you see it too. That's why you call it fear-mongering. That's why you say you're causing fear, because you see it, but you turn a blind eye. And those of us who talk about it, we're trying to be informative. So when you open your mind all the way up, as I stated before, and you open it up to enough to where you truly expect anything and accept everything, you will see the world completely different and understand why a lot of us are doing what we're doing. We're trying to spread knowledge. We're trying to spread the word. Now, I'm not just talking about conspiracy theories here. I'm talking about on the spiritual side as well. Because see, the conspiracy shit is in the 3D program. That's a part of that. And we can see it, and we're trying to share it and inform people of what's going on. Just in case you've been programmed so much you can't see it. We're trying to wake you up from that. Be awakened. But if you never open your mind, you will never see it. And if you can't open your mind, your program runs very deep. So I advise you to do something. Matter of fact, try to see if you can even do it. All the things you like and love and all the things you don't are all the things that are the opposite of things you like and love. Open your mind to those possibilities. Actually, not even open your mind up to the possibilities. Open your mind up where you can see everything, not just the things you like or the things you support. Open your mind up so you can see everything. Because I hate to tell you this, but if you don't open your mind, you are going to get left behind. And this ain't no religious shit. I'm talking about when things move, you need to move with it, or you're going to get left behind. There's a lot of things happening right now in this world. And it blows my mind how many people don't see it. How can you not see what's happening right before your eyes. I'll tell you why. Because you're so caught up in the program. The only thing you care about is money, your job, or your business, and how you live your life. But what you don't realize is that none of that means shit. And I'll tell you why. None of it means shit because when you become who you really are, none of that shit exists. None of it fucking exists. When you understand who you truly are, none of this shit in the 3D program fucking exists. Not your house, not your home, not your race, not your gender. None of that shit exists. And those who understand me know what the fuck I'm talking about. Those who understand me truly know what I'm talking about. We see how deep you are involved in the program. And we say these things that we say, we share these things that we share, the downloads, the conspiracies, everything that's going on, we share it to awaken the people. We do it to be informative. Because see, what you shouldn't do at all, if you really are in tune with yourself, is fear any of that shit. Especially anything within the program. Because spiritually, when you expect anything and accept everything, you apply that to the 3D program and you get to see what's really going on. And trust me, it will open your fucking eyes. But at the same time, you have to open your mind or you will never see it. This is why we do what we do. I don't want to say chosen ones, you're gonna get it. I don't want to say that because I specifically have been asked to do these meditations downloads because it's gonna reach the specific people it's supposed to reach and activate or upgrade, or you will get it and you will understand. And the reason why I am saying this is because the way these downloads come is in such an esoteric way that if you don't understand the spiritual lingo and how we translate, how we basically take that energy and we bring it into this program, that's how we are changing our lives. But it all starts with you finding out who you are. But before you do any of that, you have to open your mind. If you can't do that, if you can't open your mind up to a point where you expect anything and accept everything, even though it's right in front of your face, you won't see it. And to me, that's sad. Because I know a lot of people understand you're only using a small portion of your brain. But when you open your mind up, it's going to make you ask questions. You're going to be asking a lot of questions, and you're going to be questioning yourself. Trust me on this. You have a guide, but you neglect your guide. Open your mind up and really dig deep into see who you are. But I'm telling you, the minute you open your mind up, it will change everything. It will definitely change your perspective of what you really see. And then you're going to get these weird feelings, and you're going to start noticing things more and more, and you're going to start feeling things. You're going to start seeing things, you're going to start feeling things, and things for you are going to start to change. And all this information that is being given, what's funny is, I feel like a lot of people that will make a comment say, "Oh, you're inciting fear." You're the people I do it for. You are the reason why I'm asked to do these downloads. You're the reason why I'm asked to do this, because the people who understand is going to pick it up. But the people who don't need to be awakened. And it just smacked me. Because I asked the question, why do people think this is fear? Because from my perspective, I see it as information. But I want to know both sides. So I asked the questions. Well, from my side and my perspective, I see it as information. But why is it on your side? You see it as getting people stirred up, causing fear. And the only logical explanation I can come up with is because although you see what's happening in the program, you're turning a blind eye to it. Because if you know it could possibly incite fear, then you fucking see it. You know it's true. You know it's happening. But you are turning a blind eye. You are allowing this to happen. And that's another question I always ask. How come generations and generations and generations before me, you, and everybody else, how come nobody, the hippies tried to do it in the 60s and they shut that shit down? Right? I know what you're thinking. But we are smarter. They got a lot of low vibrational shit trying to bring you down. A lot of television and videos. I'm sorry, y'all gonna hear some shit because, like I said, I'm authentically me, and you're gonna get everything. So if you hear the trunk, a horn beeping, my neighbor's doing some work in their yard. I think they're building a pool or some shit, but I don't know. But they got shit going on. But you're gonna get whatever I'm in, you're gonna be in the now with me. But we all know. And you just, like I said, I asked the question. And it led me here. Every time I sit down and I start to think, and while I'm thinking about things, I end up asking a question and get slapped with a download. Because I'm receiving information. But what you're doing when somebody's putting out information, what's happening is you're receiving the information, but you're turning a blind eye to the information. And that's what's keeping you trapped in the program. And those are the things that make you say you're causing fear or you're fear-mongering. No, it's information. But you're allowed to see things from your perspective. I accept that. And now I understand why. Because I asked the question and I got the answer. That's how I know. You see it, but you're turning a blind eye to it. And you're receiving the same information. And trust me, I've been there. Because I've traveled down that road. And there was times I received information and I did not. I got the information, but I didn't receive it. And then later on, like now, every time I get a download, it reminds me why I retained this information, this little piece of information, as I stated last night. Every time you receive a piece of information from something you saw, something that you remember, for me, I just let it go by. Now that I'm vibrating on a different frequency, at a higher level, every time I ask a question, I get hit with the answer. Well, actually, I get hit with the download. And then it reminds me that I had the answer, but at the time, I did not receive it. And now that I've been through this process, I understand that I didn't receive it because I wasn't ready to handle the information that was given. And now I've reached a point of enlightenment to where I can receive the information that is given. And I'm sharing it with you by being authentically who I am. You are with me. You are in the now with me. This is raw and uncut, and it's coming. Just as it's coming, I'm giving it to you. Because this is information that you need to know, apparently. I found myself, but during that process, I found out a lot about myself. Some things made me sad, but I understood why. I understood from birth up to now all the things that happened in my life and why they happened and why things happened that way. And if you start experiencing life with yourself and cut back on living life a little bit, you'll discover more as well. But you have to open your mind. Because if you can open your mind and you start questioning things and you ask these questions, the questions will be answered. I'll give you my perspective of how my questions are answered. As I think about a lot of things. And I asked, why do I get this feeling when I sit with myself and I get into a spiritual place that it feels completely different than when it's a completely different place than when I'm in this 3D program. When I close my eyes and I go there, I'm in a completely different place. Even though I'm here. That's the beauty of it. But when I open my eyes, I'm right back here. That's the part that you have to accept. And when you reach a point of enlightenment, you're going to be able to accept everything and expect anything. So therefore, you will have zero fear. That's why we can say the things that we say and not see them as fear, but as information that needs to be passed. This is why we do what we do. And I'm going to let you guys ponder on that. This is our effing opinion. Peace and love